Hello? Hello, hello. You catch me in the dark. That's a bit better. How are we doing? Happy Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. Welcome in, welcome in. Have I got all my windows, doors, everything else sorted? I think so. I think we're all right. So, on Monday, it will be Balatro PvP Major League Balatro Week 1 with Nito. But tonight, it is a scrimmage match with Haelian, just to make sure that we're both doing well and that we have some level of competence going into the match. Hello, Andrew. Welcome in. How you doing? I'm going to lower that in my headphones a little. It's been so hot today. You can see where I've wet my t-shirt, so the fan behind me, number one fan, will slowly wick away that water and try and cool me down, because my goodness, it's too hot. I cannot deal with it. It's not as bad as when I was in that tiny office in my old place, but it's still pretty damn warm. Currently, according to the weather report, 30 degrees C. Which is not the hottest place in the world, but, you know, it's still hot here and the humidity is like obnoxiously high, so keeps us real toasty. Well, I hope you enjoy the match, Andrew. When it comes to the PvPs for MLB, they will be cast by Zeno in some volume of matches, and so there'll be the option to watch with both players available to see both perspectives of commentators. Eggs in. It's Tuesday. Tuesday. In it, blood. In it, bruv. The one after Monday. Was 22C in my lorry, no AC, brutal in Ireland. I can appreciate that. It's just too hot. It's just too hot. Do love Ireland, though. Spent a decent amount of time in Cork. That was a fun place. Right, Haelian says he's going live at 6. He's not online yet. So, while he's not online, let me check this screen, that screen, this button, that button, this button. Yay! And when I click between windows now, it shouldn't go black like it was last time. No, it has a tiny hiccup, but we can handle that, I think. You must complete the tutorial before you can play multiplayer. Excuse me? Oh, is that the tutorial? Hello, Brynry. Welcome in. Cold countries with hot seasons are infinitely worse than the equator where I live. At least it's a constant 37C. Egg, do you have air conditioning? Because we don't. Northern Ireland. Windows down, full of wasps, bloody nightmare. We moved from like an apartment in the city to a house in the country, and now it's just flies everywhere, and we hate it, but we've got one of those electric tennis rackets and loads of fly traps, so we're doing what we can, but we live opposite a farm where there's all kinds of like animal stuff going on, so that probably contributes. Welcome in, MX Chicken. How you doing? Right, let's do... Okay, I was thinking, don't tell my opponents this, I was thinking about forcing Nebula deck so there'd be less consumables, so there would be less deck fixing for my opponents. Yeah, crappy fans or AC. It seems to be the way. I'm thinking about, like, if it gets really bad for, like, longer stretches, getting one of those big square box fans, sticking it over the window and just pushing out all the hot air in the morning, and then pulling in some of the cool air, and then shutting the windows, shutting the blinds, shutting the curtains, trying to survive like that. So, run info vouchers. We already have the telescope to level up a hand of some description. So while it won't be the case. While it won't be the case that they can deck fixes actively if you can only hold one consumable card, you can level up a hand like flush much more aggressively, which means stuff like a flush with a face card and photograph or bloodstone will be much more effective. So that's going to be an interesting time. Let's draw for some hearts. Decent start there. That should be 300 points, shouldn't it? Good. I need to keep an eye on all the places Haelian might arrive so that I don't leave him waiting when he does get here, but we can still like 10 minutes. Showman's interesting, Blue Joker's interesting, but I think you just have to go Buffoon here. I'll take a Smeared, because I don't want an Eternal Zany. We can then play Flushes. Oh, wow. That is the simple flush I wanted to see, for sure. Thanks, game. Can we get to a straight flush with a black jack? That's a red jack. And now we're out of discards, so I guess I'm just playing what I've got. And we'll play 2 flushes. Well, who needs Smear Joker at this rate? Absolutely not. We could just start tanking up the levels in flush if we're gonna not have anywhere else to go right now. I just need to remember all the idiosyncrasies of multiplayer play, because I got to get in practice for this tournament, man. I want to do well. Gonna hop off since it's like 1 AM here, but have fun with practice rounds. Thank you, Egg. Have a good night's sleep. You do great work. We could chips. We could jolly, because then we can play pairs within our flushes. Or we could just level up the flush some more. Or the thing I should really do at this stage is go, should I be focusing on getting my economy online? And really, I should be focusing on getting my economy online. At the same time, if I spend $3, I don't go under an interest limit. But then if I get $2 from interest, I go to 15. Then the next one I get 3 for... Swings and roundabouts, you know? If I could play a really big flush... Can I get a 7 of hearts? I can. That's just a straight flush on its own. I don't need Smeared for that straight flush. Alright. No. I feel like I should, but what would I even do with that? Well, there's a hermit, so that makes me feel way better. Again, just 4 and 4 of colors is very rude. That's 540, 65432, that's 800 plus change. Ah, beautiful. Foil plus 80 chips if hand contains a flush. This is where playing on these higher stakes get rough, because if we take this, we're really hamstringing ourselves a lot. Do I discount everything now? Let's see if we can make more money first. We cannot. That is immensely interesting. Obviously, we don't want a copy of Smeared. That would be no good for anybody. So what do I want? There's a flush planet in here, a Pluto. We need to get something else going because 2,000 points is coming up and that's more money. If I take this, I go down to 19, then this goes down to 16. It's a matter of can we get through this to then finish strong in a second. One flush, a level 3 is 800. That'll be fine. Thanks. This is still like 400 points. This will be fine. It's like 600 points. 520. Split the difference. Man, it's just not stuff I want to see, is it? Oh, I don't have room. I did this to myself. I did this to myself. Keep leveling up the flush. I should have done a different planet before that, but I'll just skip it. Grab overstock, because it adds one card. That's not what I need. Wow, this is very not good. How much do we need for this blind? 3,200. This is not going great. I don't need a second smeared. I don't really want half because plus 20 is nothing to me now. Without chips. This got real weird real fast. We could try and play a flush house. I don't even know what that would be worth to me right now. So a flush is 80 times 10, 140 times 14 is much better. Oh yeah, that keeps us going for a bit. Moved over here to make it easier with the chat. I have both chats combined on Twitch and YouTube coming through onto OBS, so I'll see it wherever you post it. So watch wherever is more convenient for you, wherever offers the best viewing experience. I know that I think YouTube gets about a 20-second delay, whereas Twitch generally doesn't, which I can't really explain. This is so bad. We're just rocking Jokerless Challenge, basically. It feels. What do we need for this next one? 4,800. Yeah, we're not doing that with this. We're just not. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. Right, I now have to play regular flushes because I don't have smeared anymore. I did make more clubs. What do we have left? 2 diamonds, unlikely. 10 clubs still. We got one of the diamonds. That's hilarious. We don't have the straight. Are we going to get to 25%? 1,200? I'm glad you're enjoying the blueprints. I've slowed down a lot on it. If you've seen the latest development, it's a doozy. I'm gonna lose here. I can't do anything with this. This has just been the most terrible run I've ever put myself through. I should have rolled more aggressively for something good earlier, but this is terrible. I'm gonna sell this for $3 to no benefit. To then what? Take odd Todd? No other jokers. I've never seen it say that before, I think. Cards drawn face down after each hand played. Oh, goody. I shouldn't have discarded the club. 10, 9, 8, 7. Doesn't work. Pair of fives. Doesn't seem ideal. Yeah, and the demos, like, there's so many good games coming out right now, and I just do not have as much time in the world to play them as I want. Yeah, we lose this in spectacular fashion. But that's fine. Haelian is online. That's good. Right, let's go back to the main menu. Yeah, I never expected to put 100 hours into blueprints when I started. I thought it was going to be like a 15, 20, 25 hour game. And then it just never stopped. And like, I know some people have had like terrible time with the RNG, but like, I don't think I ever had that much trouble with most of the RNG that was presented. Like, getting some of the tools for the first time was a little tricky. Haelian's ready. I'm ready. Let's jump into a game room. That's making noises in the way I want it to. And then we'll just have to, you guys will have to let me know how the audio is. With Mr. Haelian. All right. His stream's up. I can't see it because I've changed it to a different tab. Yeah, maybe that deck is not the deck for me. It's hard. I can't remember what everybody else likes to play. I should have like a little tiny... I wonder if... I think Zeno has mentioned about doing like stats for what decks every player picks most and so forth. Which would be like really interesting to see, like players' preferred decks, player preferred stats, stakes stats. Oh, itchy nose, such an itchy nose.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hey Gothic, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Oh, doing fantastic, thank you. Lovely to hear that silky smooth voice again.
I was about to say your chat will be enamored.
You're not supposed to know about their, what do you call it, indiscrepancies or whatever.
You told me about it last time we played.
Oh, that was foolish of me. So how have things been?
I moved house finally.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me try this. Do you have a new flat, as they say?
No, we have a detached house.
Gasp! Even better then. Even better. Congratulations again then.
Yeah, I can make all the noise I want, and the only person that will hear me is you and my fiance. So
that's great though. Yeah, I don't miss the shared walls things at all. It's one of those things like I didn't think it was too bad, but then when you get rid of it, it's like, oh, it's so nice, right?
Yeah, like we didn't have tons and tons of problems in my previous place, but just like the luxury of making as much noise as you want and not bothering anybody is just like beautiful.
Absolutely, 100%. Well,
Have you been keeping well?
Are you still in like a city, or would you say you're more in?
We're a little bit further out in the countryside of a new city.
Gotcha.
And so it's a little bit further to get just about anything that we need, but that's fine because it means we're eating less takeout and buying less crap from the store. We're just kind of keeping it more sensible, but that also comes in part with having way less money now that we've bought a house.
Yeah. I think that was one of the big things we didn't really think that much about. My wife and I moved a few years ago into a much quieter area of our state, I guess you could call it, and that we can't even get a pizza delivered to us.
Oh man.
Yeah, and we just didn't expect that. It's just like, but now long term, it's like, you know what, this is kind of nice because it stops us from having weak willpower or something, you know?
Yeah, like for about 15 years I've drunk about 2 monsters a day for 15 years, and now that I can't go to the store that's 35 feet away from my front door, I don't drink it as much, so that's good for me.
Wow, good for you. I went through a bad energy drink phase. I'm kind of past it now, but I'm stuck on the coffee phase still.
Yeah, see, I don't drink coffee, so I just never graduated from energy drinks.
What about a nice cuppa? Are you
No, I don't drink tea either. I'm not a real
tea?
British person.
Wow. I knew it was all a facade. I knew it.
Yeah, I'm a fraud.
All right. I've been forced to ask because we know that, I'm afraid to say that we all know that you're somewhat of an insider, but like, you got any juicy details for like the major update or anything? I know you can tell us nothing, but I feel like I'm being forced to ask.
Well, unfortunately, I have literally nothing because I know I have 2 weeks of vacation left to book for the rest of the year, and I know I will want to book some of it when the major update comes. But I know nothing. I cannot update it. The only thing I know is about the super secret project that a Mr. Wout has informed us about that we'll be hearing more about soon. But that is not a Balatro project. So
Yes. Yeah. You told me about that, and I sent the email. And Wout's really good at getting back and just having quick communications too. They've been great.
He's a good lad, that one. Mm-hmm. When he's not on stages accepting awards and whatnot.
Wait, so was that him?
Wout?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a bunch of like he didn't dress up in the
Joker accepting the award, right?
No, that was Ben Starr, the voice actor.
Okay. I was gonna say for a second, I got confused.
No, that's Ben Starr, the famous video game voice actor.
Gotcha. Okay,
Wout is the other guy who's been at various panels and speeches and stuff before that.
Gotcha. All right, we better get to work, shall we?
We should.
Want me to give you a code or something here?
Yeah, if you want to host, I'd be very happy with that. So I played with Edzy recently, and we had, I had been having some connection issues.
Okay.
So it kicked me out of the game after about 15 minutes of play, and then we had 3 hours with that issue. So I'm hoping that things will be stable, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, here's hoping, right? We'll just do what we can.
Yep. I thought moving house might fix it, but it didn't.
Gasp. Is trying to get a solid internet connection across the pond over there just as much of a nightmare?
Our internet connection is great. We have gigabit broadband fiber. It's just this one instance of OBS and the PvP and streaming. It just has a weird hiccup. So.
Huh. Strange.
Yeah, but no, we get. I've got gigabit internet on fiber for £34.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. And we could
paying... Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, we could go up to 8 gigabyte if we wanted to, but that's excessive.
I was paying up until last year, I think, or maybe early this year. I was getting reamed. It was 150 USD a month for 300 megabytes.
That's rough.
Download. Oh, it was horrible. And then like a new company moved into the town, and I haven't had a single connection problem since, and it's just so much better. It's cheaper and it's better. It's just like, ugh. I posted the code in the game room chat. I have no idea what the proper etiquette, like there's so many possibilities I could post these things,
I have found it.
Huzzah. You want to kind of treat this like a normal, like a proper match kind of thing?
Yeah, I figured we would. So we need there is a new version of the mods that Zeno sent around like a week ago that has some kind of special version just for us.
I saw that. Yeah, I was actually kind of shocked that it was there. So that's all I selected. So hopefully we should be fine, right?
Yeah, it says that we have different versions of Steam modded installed at the moment.
I just updated yesterday.
Okay, I updated like 2 weeks ago, so
we can just try.
Yeah.
We just get warned we might be on different seeds or something, right?
Well, fingers crossed everything works right. We can check in on like the shop, make sure the contents of the shop are the same and whatnot.
Sounds good.
And then we can catch up at the PvP sections.
Sounds good. Why don't you go ahead and pick whatever you want, either deck or stake.
Let's start with gold stake because that's what a lot of tough players are going to pick.
So I'm glad you're choosing this, but I also hate that you're choosing it at the same time because I haven't really been able to practice gold stake. Is my problem. So in other words, I'm going to be terrible at it, you know. But yeah, I'm glad you're making me do it.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I think I lost every game I played with Edsy, so
wow.
I was a bit out of practice.
I'm going to go for a relative. Well, I was going to say a random deck, but then it chose black deck, so I'm not going to do that. Checkered deck it is, I guess. For
Okay,
us.
yeah. It's an interesting one.
All right.
I
So
will
ready up.
see you in a few minutes.
I'll see you in a few.
Chat, should it be going somewhere? There we go. All right. PvP brain. PvP brain. We are not skipping for free stuff in the shop. Oh, it's just like super simple flushes this round, so there's no extra thought to be had. We're just going to make the exact same set of moves here. And score 300 points with a flush and not even think about it. Right, strength for flush houses is interesting. Also can be a struggle. If you start on the flush house train, it's hard to stay on the flush house train. But we can afford this and the tarot, so Lusty's not bad when half of our deck is hearts. I'll do it. And I'll grab this as well. There's a straight flush. Right, just give me some chips and some egg smelt and I'll be happy. Looks like we have the same seed. That's great. Glad to hear it. I think I'm just going to hoard money while things are easy. I should have checked the boss. If it was all hearts are debuffed, I would have problems, but we got lucky. A fool is a great thing to have. I think I would be foolish not to take this Mega Arcana pack. Okay, I see a Sun card, I see a Death card, I see a Justice card. Now here's the thing. There's only 2 cards here worth converting with the Sun. I think it's going to be something like this. A Glass Queen of Hearts, Justice. Four of Spades into a Queen of Hearts. Death. Fool card gets another death, and we plow on from there. I could turn this Jack into a Queen of Hearts. Not that I feel I need to right now, but I could. If I wanted to make a flush house with some glass to try and get a life on him very early. That would be viable. Smiley face as a perishable rental. Absolutely not. Are we doing the big blind now? We are. I don't feel great about only having Lusty Joker at this stage, but I also want to keep getting more money, so I'm not going to do this now. I'm going to do this in a round's time, because that way I can make the thing in my hand when I need it in my hand, rather than doing it. Well, we could do this. I'm fine with that. But the death gives us a glass Queen of Hearts when we already have a glass Queen of Hearts in the PvP where I want it. If we make the glass Queen of Hearts now, we might not find it later. Honestly, a $1 popcorn right now is fine. And then $15, I think I just keep holding out for interest. Maybe I'm playing too fast. Maybe I should slow down a little. Hey, Block Attack, thank you for the luck. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the stream. Riley, thank you for the Prime if you're still here. I appreciate it. All right, he's playing the big blind, so he has taking his time a little more. Maybe he's just chatting with chat more because he just got to his stream, whereas we've been here for like 20 minutes. Maybe he found a journey through the shops that I didn't, and he's already rocketed ahead. We may never know. But for now, we are committed to our hearts with the Eternal card. This, we could try, if we can try and score a bunch in the first 3 hands, and then sell it so I don't have to pay the $3 at the end. Oh, 3, 2, 1.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm in what I would describe as an interesting place. I don't know if I would describe it as a good place, though.
I was just intrigued by that 3, 2, 1 countdown that appeared from the menu into PvP.
The new 3, 2, 1, of course.
It was the last thing I expected to see.
I went for what I would describe as a conservative play here.
Yeah. And then we have to do that dance of, do I let you play hands faster because I'm currently ahead in points, blah, 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 blah.
I don't think you got to worry about me here. Not yet. Next round, though, you wait and see. Yeah, it's one of those interesting strategies, like spam out your hand so you can't play too much kind of thing.
Yeah, like, I just paid $3 in rent that I wasn't necessarily hoping to pay, but...
Aha, gotcha.
I'll take the life. All right,
I'll see you
soon. See you then. Okay, clearly we're doing okay. I think owing to our current scoring... Hello, Gus, welcome in. I'm just going to keep taking high interest. Obviously, do I get rid of popcorn now? I don't think we win with this hand. And then maybe we get rid of popcorn so I don't pay $3. I want to use this death card in part because I want to have the chance to find more death cards. These are interesting shops. I'm going to buy this but not use it yet. And I'm going to open these. Hanged Man. pretty simple choice out of all of this. And Hermit, pretty simple choice out of that. Green Joker, there's worse things to find. Shortcut, whilst it's interesting for making straight flushes, I mean, no, because if we're playing lots of glass queens can't construct a straight flush. Okay. Good moment of thinking. I don't think I need Ride the Bus and Green Joker. Especially if I'm playing queens, we don't need Ride the Bus. So, what blind are we on? Going into big. We'll go into big as we are. 4,800. One flush. Is one flush 1,200? Yes. Except that is going to give me one mult here and not enough elsewhere, so that's an unideal prospect. We might have to play a Queen of Glass here. We'd have to find one first. Oh dear. Don't do this to me. Oh my god. Okay, well, we can do... if I make a flush house now, I probably don't lose a life, but I don't get to make one more glass queen. But honestly, if I don't make more glass queens, if I lose this life, I might win a life later, or I can win this life and maybe lose a life later. So that's gotten more awkward than I would like. Small tip for the order. Open packs first for the 1 and 7. For the 2, you lost 3 gold because you bought the Joe. Yeah, you're not wrong. I was thinking about having the tarot so it wouldn't appear in the pack, but I forget that it won't appear if it's in the shop anyway. Right. PvP next. Yeah. Do I want 3 extra hands and no discards for a while? This is 3x, it'll go down to 2x, but I'll get to play 3 more hands. Well, we can take it, we can take the extra hands and then sell it after the round starts, maybe? Maybe? Welcome back.
Hello, we're back. Yeah, things did not get better. You know, you hope, but...
Well, I had to use one of my resources just to beat the big blind, because I was like, oh, I'm not going to beat the big blind if I don't use this resource.
Yeah, it's been quite spicy. Six hands? What kind of business you got going on over there?
There's a little theft going on.
I meant to warn you. I might use the calculate score mod just because I'm still getting used to things. Would be only in very fringe circumstances, though.
While you're practicing, that's totally fine. Obviously, in MLB proper, that's a whole other thing. But for practice, you go right ahead.
Why, thank you, my good friend. All right, this is pretty much all I got for you. I'm gonna say the best I'll get.
That's pretty chunky.
I forewent the justice early, to be honest, and I don't know if that was a mistake so far.
All right, this is going to get interesting then. I have no idea what I expect this to score. But I'm going to send it and see what happens. Nowhere close.
That's me with like most hands, I feel. Like, I think this will be enough. Oh, no.
Well, fortunately, I've got enough pennies to rally back, I hope.
Good luck, my friend.
You too. Okay, well, the tribe is certainly helpful. Do I look for Jupiter? Yeah, I'd rather spend money on a roll. A Baron, but it's perishable rental, so that's not happening. Let's open one of these, because then we stay at our interest cap. I'll take a full house. Right, 9,000 points. We must be able to do this. $1,800 for that. Just show me what this scores. 7,000 for that. It's not great, is it? Okay, Hierophant is useful. Arcana pack is a given. Fool with an earth in it. I shouldn't have taken the earth. I'm sure whatever's in there before the earth is better than the earth. Do I want gold or more chips? Honestly, give me the money. Hopefully this 30 chips makes a decent difference. I think it certainly did. But I don't feel super confident with what's going on right now. That's obviously better. But I'd like to see some re-triggery stuff or something of that ilk. More justice is nice. Let's put it on the ace. I would take a scholar if I found it. That's terrible. That's also terrible. This continues to be really terrible. It's a perfect match. He's just doing so much shopping. He must have some wildly outclassing me build. Honestly, I don't think I want to risk my glass right now. We've scored nothing close to 90,000. Just try and make sure our gold card's in hand. He's playing the big blind. Goodness me. What is occurring? So, we've leveled up full house, which doesn't really help us, because flush houses and full houses are different. We have 2 glass queens and a glass ace. And some bonus chips somewhere, if that would ever work out for us, though. It seems like it's not going to be the world's biggest difference maker, really, I expect. But, like, I just want to see the stuff that makes it really easy. And obviously we need to drop the Joker stencil at some point when we fill up on other stuff, but we just haven't seen that other stuff yet. We want to see, really we want to see photographs so we can go other hearts, other hearts, other hearts, Queen of Hearts, or alternately Photo Chad, but you can't just rely on finding Photo Chad every time. Dusk would be nice. That would work great. Oh?
Hello.
Bonjour.
I'm in the exact same place I was earlier, I feel.
Then you're about 60,000 points ahead of me.
I still got to get very, very lucky with a few things here.
It's just a question of how aggressive do I want to try and be.
Thinking that for myself, too. Might have to watch to see how your first hand plays out here, just to warn you.
That's what I got.
Oh, I see. All right, I'm trying to decide how to handle this then. Don't think.
I think the best move you can make is concede graciously. That works out best for me.
I think I have to take the L and just hope I get some money out of my plays. Admittedly, though, I'm kind of struggling to survive a little outside of here.
At this point, my brain always just kind of assumes that we have gone wildly different directions, and how different are those two directions? There'll be one booster pack that changes everything.
Right.
All right, enjoy all of your new wealth.
Thank you, my friend. I'll see you soon.
See you then. Okay. Lovers can make another Queen of Hearts. Even Stevens is another thing that plays on card scoring but makes Joker stencil worse. And tarot cards. Well, that's more glass, so I won't say no. Yeah, one glass card for a win is great. It's just tough when you don't know if you're winning, when you've already broken the card and whether it was all for naught or not. I think it's between Chariot or Hanging Man. Probably going to hang some men. Down to a 47 card deck. I think even Stevens is not going to come along, mostly because all of our good glass stuff is face cards and odds. So, and the 7 and the 5, which we used to good effect in that last round, were also not even. So 25,000 points. What does that look like for us is a great question. A basic flush, well, a heart flush, 7,000 points. So we're going to need to play at least one glass card, I think, to get to where we want to be. Because to lose a life right now would be brutal. So I think it's just going to be this to guarantee we don't lose the life. We get the 3 gold from the spade, which is nice. It might have been okay with the chips, but we don't have calculators, and my glass broke. Oh, hello. That is a shop. That is a shop and a half. So, How does this play out? This has 5 rounds on it. He has 2 lives. So we could get 2 rounds out of this if we do a lot of skipping, which is obviously dangerous. This is also annoying just because it's a rental, though. You definitely take this. You always take this. And I think you take this as well. And then we probably sell stencil. That takes us to $20. Big blind up next. We'll do the big blind. See how this looks now. Now, here's the thing. This is 2x, but the stencil was more than that. But this is 2x, 2x, 2x again. So, interesting times for sure. Let's see what a spade flush makes with a face card on the end. 2,000 points, aka basically nothing. Do I ever do this? Is a great question. So this will get me 20 extra malt before doubling. This is 4, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 19. Three, 6, 9, 12, 15. 15 extra. But this is 4 and 15 extra, so this is better. What am I talking about? So how does this look? Are we going to need to just risk more glass? 11,000 points. Probably need to risk a glass card, and it needs to be a queen, really. Well, this is unideal. There's 1 glass queen left. I really didn't think about that, did I? I really didn't think about that. I'm not getting 22,000 points out of this. For sure. We might make find the queen but not have the hearts to make the flush with. Or we just don't completely and it's an absolute bummer and we lose a life. Alright, well, that happened. We got some money, that's nice. Crappy shop, that's less nice. Four of a kind, clubs, Mars, 80 chips on flushes. It's not going to be the difference maker, is it? Really? Is it worth spending my money now before we go down to 1 life? That's plus 10 before this, but after this. It's back again. I can't do that because it will get rid of my glass queen. I could play it for like other stuff first, but that doesn't seem ideal. Oh, this is terrible. This is really bad. And my nose is really itchy. All right, we've really flip-flopped here. I think what I don't have right now is really good base value for when this happens. Like plus 15 malt, doubled and doubled again, is not enough to sustain us. Like even just against the blinds. He's also on 2 lives unless he loses the big blind here. Oh, it's so nice to be able to roll my chair around to blow my nose rather than just having to awkwardly lean out of frame. All right, he's shopping again, so he did not lose a life. That was just us. And we only have one glass queen, one glass ace.
We're struggling.
Oh, I'm struggling more.
We'll see about that.
Well,
I'll show you how to struggle.
We're 2 lives to 2 at the moment.
Oh, I see.
So I am struggling. Yeah, they haven't made it easy, have they? The gods of seeds.
Pretty rough, right? I tried to play it safe at the beginning. It didn't really work out long term. All right, I'm gonna play something pretty good. Probably the best hand I'll have. Still wasn't great, I'll admit.
Yeah, that 80k you did in the first or the second PvP has spooked me, but times are changing.
I think there may have been, yeah, there may have been an element of luck there, to say the least.
It's just trying to get through enough of my cards to find the cards I want to see.
I just need one more thing. Okay, maybe.
All right, well, I have to play catch up here. Oh.
That's the best I got. I finally pulled something else, but yeah, the blinds are getting me pretty good here, though, I'll admit.
Well, we'll see how the next 2 go.
All right, I'll see you there.
Good luck, good luck.
Thank you.
If you'd have scored that 15 seconds faster, I probably wouldn't have played that hand and lost another glass card. Honestly, death right now does not help me. So, give me Magician. And I need to beat this small blind, man. Although, okay, here was my discussion to myself was, am I going to skip to keep photograph around for boss blind fights? Also, this gets me to glass cards faster because it gives me 1 more discard. But my hands are bad. Maybe I should try and play a full house. I could skip for a spectral. What would a good spectral be? Make interesting face cards. Cryptid on the last Queen of Hearts. A rare Joker sets money to 0. Well, well, well. It might be too little too late. But it's something. All right, well, we lost one of those, and now I need... How big is our full house? 90 times 8. 35 times 4. I can make an 8 into a 9. No, I'd have to have a 6 into a 7 to play a flush house. A full house. With multiple glass queens that then risk breaking, but... I have to get past 90,000 points to win. And that is a problem. If I could find a black 8 or a black 9. I got rid of 2 black 9s, so it'd only be black 8s. That seems difficult, doesn't it? Okay, well, thoughts. Thoughts and things. Things and thoughts. We don't have any retriggers, so this 2x and this 2x and this 2x don't really matter to one another in the grand scheme of things. I just don't know that. I don't even know if this wins. It does not. I'm so screwed. I can't score more points than that. That's all my glass spent. And so it ends not with a bang, but with a whimper. Loser.
A sudden GG. I was getting worried myself.
It was an interesting time for sure. I never got enough base value to make photograph do anything. I think I think I got blueprint when photograph came around, when stencil was around, and I was like, no, I'll take photograph and just try and rinse it, but did not succeed.
I had photograph for a minute basically, and I sold it just to copy the stencil instead. And I wasn't gonna last much longer, that's for sure. But hey, we actually did the same thing that I'm kind of surprised about, which is taking that Eternal Lusty at like Ante 1 or whatever, right?
I think it makes the most sense with this deck.
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't this deck, I would have had more debate about it, but it just like so often it comes down to getting stuff that scores multiples when you trigger the cards, so that then the X mult is bigger in that hand rather than getting stuff that's plus mult when the jokers score.
I mean, it works out when, you know, photo chat is such a big part of it too, for the most part.
Yeah, like I skipped the small blind because I had the photograph. I was trying to preserve it a little, and then that got me a Wraith, which then got me to DNA, and I was like, oh, maybe there's a chance. Ooh. And there was not a chance. It was too little too late.
Well done, well done.
Congrats, GG's. I made the initial selection first time, so I'll let you make the initial selection this time.
I'm just going to pick Gold Stake again because I could use it, if you don't mind. How many matches you down for today, by the way?
Just playing with you today. Just
gotcha.
A few hours of this, basically. However many
you got it.
We deem suitable. And then I've got Nito on Monday as my first official match.
Oh, you got Nito on Monday. Gotcha. First thing, huh?
Yeah, I think it's the first game of the series. But I could be wrong. Let's do my new hypothesis then. Let's do Nebula deck.
Nebula. You got it. Hypothesize.
I hypothesize with the hypothesis that only having one consumable slot in the top right corner is going to really hamper a lot of people's to do deck fixing abilities.
Ah, good point.
So I don't know if that's going to hinder a lot of players that rely on like tons and tons of tarot stuff.
Yeah.
But
Makes
this
sense.
seems like a safe environment to test that hypothesis.
That's a good point. It's not something I usually, especially when playing alone, that I really consider, I would say, that much. Because usually you get far enough. If you're on the low enough stakes, you get, the extra consumable or something, you get by.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're definitely right.
This way, like, Emperor is terrible. You can't hold a card and a fool at the same time. It stops being able, like, you can't hold two bad tarot cards to find good tarot cards in packs as easily. So I don't know how big an effect it's going to have, but against some of the players that really like to deck fix really aggressively, it seems like it might hamper them more than it hampers me, which is a net gain to me.
I got bad news for you because I'm probably not one of those players, but
yeah, Doc's on a different level than all of us, isn't he?
Yeah. Yep. Ready when you are.
Ready. Oh, yeah, I have to ready up, don't I? I forget there's a ready up button here now.
Yeah, no, that's new. It's gonna throw me off. All right, I'll see you at the first boss.
Will do.
Thank you.
Right, so back here, we need. We probably just need a diamond, really. I shouldn't go for this awkward-looking straight that doesn't have a 6 or a 10. Well, now we have the 10 and the 6. But we'd like to find a jack, preferably, to get it in one hand. Oh, we got the diamond. Is this enough on diamonds? I'm never certain. It's 4 points short. That's fine. We will live. Yeah, so this season is 16 creators in two... Well, it's the easiest choice we'll both ever make. 16 creators in 2 groups of 8. And then the top 4 from each group go on to a 8-player bracket. So I would consider things a reasonable success if I can make it into the top half of my group and make it into the bracket. How much more I can do from there, who knows, not me. We could look for either a club or a second pair. That'll definitely be enough points. I'm not riding the bus. 600 minus 1 hand size. I need to do something, don't I? Well, if we do this, we negate the boss effect, and then we just have to score 2 reasonably sized hands, right? And we do not find hearts immediately, which is trouble. 7, 8, 9, 10. No jack. This is unideal. Right, well, there's 100 points. Would I ever play 2 pair 6s and 4s here and then hope to get 1 more heart back and play the flush after? It's an interesting debate. Probably not, but I will save the 6 to play the pair of 6s because a 6 triggered 3 times is worth more. I don't think we win here because I want to sell the rental before we get out of this encounter. Alright, we're fine. It's not the cleanest run, but we're fine. Oh my god. What is happening? Okay. Do we look for Ankh first before taking photograph? Yes, we do. We don't find it. We could hex Hanging Chad. We could make a card really special that will then re-trigger multiple times. There's no face cards here though, which is a shame. I guess we could do the 10 of hearts and then try and strengthen it into a jack for the photograph. And it's polychrome. Well, things are happening. Unbelievable things. Hey, Dark Purple 52, welcome in. How you doing? What hand am I going to play first? Fantastic question. Are we going to look for some clubs? Or what did we just make? We just made a fancy 10 of hearts. Right, this is a flush. We don't have a full house with the jacks. So this is fine, probably. Alright. That's good. Zombies, thank you for the follow. If we found Ankh in here, there's a 50% chance it would copy Joker, copy photograph, and leave this alive. Isn't there? I think. Terra Incognita, welcome in. Yeah, the most pure start on the deck that makes things... Like, here's the thing, though. If we start running flushes aggressively, we've played 4 flushes. We could take the Jumbo Celestial Pack and increase the base value of our flushes. And then that's going to give more value to the Photograph Hanging Chad combo. But do I want to commit to flushes right now? Also, I'd have to spend $7. And we're not going to get more money for a good while. So maybe protecting the economy is the move. It's the move I don't make enough, but it is the move, I think. So, a flush is 3,000 points if there's a face card in the first spot. Turtle Bean, probs not. Baron, Perishable, probs not. Although take both of them, and you might win a life, except... Oh no, I do have $14. It would wipe me out. But it might win a life. Maybe 2 if you skipped aggressively and things went okay in the other shops. But I don't think that's the play. I think I'm just going to take my Jupiter. Ready up. And hope that it wasn't a terrible choice. And what we want to do is find that 10 of hearts to play in the same flush as a face card. And then we want to get that 10 of hearts into a jack of hearts and then go all in on that. But deck fixing is harder because we only have 1 consumable card. So that's good fun. He's playing the small blind? Okay. Chat, you got any questions while we wait? Any thoughts? Any games you've enjoyed recently? Any games you've enjoyed watching me play recently? I'm going to a wedding on Friday, and so it's going to completely throw off my usual weekend of making stuff and whatnot, but hopefully the videos shall stay on a reasonable pace. And hopefully I'm not too messed up that I'm still feeling hungover by Monday when the PvP is in. Had a bit of fun with wordplay, rage-inducing at times though. Wordplay was good. I enjoyed OMG words more than wordplay because it actually gives you the Scrabble board element of word games like that. But wordplay was done very well to a very crisp standard. That's for sure. And then when you watch streamers play it and you go, how did you not see this really obvious giant word? Pink Lobster, welcome in. Took me a minute to get the username in, but my brain finally decoded it. For a second I thought it was Pinko Blaster, but certainly not. Right, he's shopping. Photograph, looking sus. Oh, we're back.
Oh my gosh.
How were your first two shops?
I mean, there was something all right.
There was a little sonsin.
I have no idea how to feel about those. Like if I should be happy or sad or a little bit of column A.
Yeah.
I assume you and I went a very similar route this time.
I have to imagine.
I'd have to, yeah, like it has to be.
Did you open the Spectral pack before you bought Photograph?
Why you gotta call me out like that? Why you gotta call me out like that?
Did you do it after?
So I may have got a little too excited at the sight of Photograph.
Well, at least in my RNG, there wasn't an Ankh to be found in there anyway, so...
There was a... What's it called? Hex, is what I saw.
There was a Hex, yes.
You son of a bitch. That purple seal is going to do so much for me. You wait and see. It's going to do so much. It's going to be a game-winning purple seal.
I hope so. Oh, it's so close. Oh, but I've got 2 hands left. I'm probably fine.
Yeah, I'm going to say you're good. Oh my god, you got it just 12 points over.
Yeah, I still
Well
had
done, my friend.
I still had a whole hand left, so I was digging. But I'll see you in a bit.
I'm down to 2, just FYI.
What?
Yeah, don't ask, okay?
Okay, I won't.
All right, bye.
Chat, what did he do? No, don't tell me. I'm just making memes. $18. We were building up flushes, so no planet packs here. +1 consumable slot negates the negative of the deck. Also, should I just be focusing on my money? I'll take this. Choose one. I will choose this one. So I still want to find a strength card quite badly. Otherwise, that's interesting. 10 malt. 10s and 4s get better. This is a 10, but I don't want it to be a 10 forever. 2 Arcana packs here. So you're saying there's a chance. Well, I think I should do this. Like, I want to make hearts, but I think this is better long term. There's a strength, and we don't hit it. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm not interested in the diamonds terribly, and the strength card doesn't do tons, so let's just take the judgment. That's a real interesting judgment. That's a real interesting judgment. So, I know that we're going to be okay with a heart flush. So, let's play Jack of Diamonds high, get $3. Do I do it with the Jack? Because we're going to score... Yeah, we're not going to score that much on a Jack, are we? Well, that's 2,000 points. That's 1,300 points. Should we do ace high first, and then we've got the big hand we want to see, right? Ah, it was too much. Okay, we still have more flushes played. Show me double the money. No, but it has to be a glass face card, obviously. None in hearts. So I guess we'll do the king. Grab some Jupiter. He's still on 2. I don't think I want or need to reroll right now. Now it's about like trying to win fast versus trying to maintain an economy for later.
I hit ready, but I'm not ready.
Oh, take your time. I'll sit quietly.
It should be no. No, I'm just kidding. I meant like mentally not prepared.
Oh, I see. It's a tough spot to be in.
My purple seal came around, and they gave me an emperor. I have great shame.
Because you only have one consumable slot.
The exact thing you foretold.
The hypothesis. It has been proven correct.
I don't know, that purple seal did a little something for me there, I gotta admit, though.
All right, let's see how this goes.
Don't hurt me. About that. Oh! The pain. The pain.
The pain is real.
Well done.
All right, see you shortly.
See ya.
All right. He has 1 life. We have a strength card. Yes! It's exactly what I wanted to find. Do I make hearts or... I don't have this glass king here. I think I just take the money. Money's going to do a lot for us, I feel. Honestly, Swashbuckler... I thought Swashbuckler was... not Ringmaster, because we don't call it that. What do we call it? The entertainer guy. I cannot remember. Oh. Probably not. Probably not. Showman, thank you. Hugh Jackman. How could I forget Hugh Jackman? Right, let's look for... Well, I want to play diamonds for cash, don't I? So, let's play this to turn over 5 cards. And then another club would be good. Obviously, we have our discards still, but if we're making money from our hands as discards, just do that. There's the 10 I want to see. Do I want to try and find another 10 while I'm here? I don't think so. I think we just do that. So that's going to be worth a lot. I need a different club, though, I think, to do this flush, because I don't need to use or spend this guy. So let's just see what this Jack High does for us. $3,000 points is respectable. And then Jack in the front spot. Lovely. Popcorn can go. I will take a Hierophant. I will look in both of these packs. These ain't it, buddy. That ain't it either. Where are we? Big blind. Big blind's fine. Let's do this. Save the 6 of hearts. Actually, I probably want to play this Jack, which is a spade. So save that spade. Let's play that pair of 6s with the 6 of diamonds up front. Then that pair of 2s with the deuce of diamonds up front. Now we have the spades we want, so we can look for one more diamond to play high card with. For $3. And then we just hope that this is enough points, which it should be. It was closer than I thought it was going to be, because we didn't get 2 lucky procs that time. Do I ever take this first? On the off chance that there's emperors in here or something. Oh, would you look at that? Not great, but it's fine. It's got to be justice somewhere. Question is, where? We have options of King of Hearts, Queen of Clubs. King of Hearts matches the Jack of Hearts, but I can only really gain super value of one of these cards at a time. I'd rather see a diamond and a spade, which I don't have. So let's do... Do we have more hearts? No, we have the same number of everything. We have a lucky Jack. Nothing in here. That's there. Alright, we'll do the King of Hearts. And then he's on his last life. Do we spend aggressively now? I'd rather have that than that, for sure. I should take a 5th Joker, at the very least. I mean, it's fine. It's something.
I'm here. I've prepared my grave.
Oh no.
I don't think I'm actually in the worst spot ever, but I'm not in a confident spot, to say the least.
Yeah, I've got to decide when do I stop playing ace diamond high card to get rough gem to give me more money.
I feel like I don't have any of those things that you just mentioned. I'm actually in... I mean, it's weird because we're probably in a very similar spot in some ways. I think I gotta kind of see where you go with this now. I feel like my chat wanted to tell you something, but I don't know what, Gothic.
Is it that Gothic is a stinky poo-poo butthead?
It's probably something along those lines, to be honest, I'm afraid.
It's alright, I can
They're
handle
like
the
that,
hard truths.
Yeah. They're just kind of like that. They say, you know, your community represents yourself, but I assure you that's not the case here.
Alright,
Oh boy.
there's that one.
Oh boy.
Wah wah wee wah.
I think I gotta put it all on the line to get exactly one card from my deck then. Didn't get it. Oh, good game, my friend. I had a glass
GG's.
in here somewhere that might have let me live, but I'm not even sure about it.
Oh, you went stuntman.
Yeah. I went stuntman with pairs. I may have tried too hard to like force it to go that way. To be honest.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, we both saw the Chad photo. I was honestly relatively close to taking that stupid ride the bus because I was just worried of just bleeding out, you know?
Yeah, but
It would have been stupid though.
the one I saw was Eternal, and I knew that Photo Chad
Yeah.
would just kill it every time I tried to Photo Chad, so...
Yeah. I'm certainly glad we didn't fall into that trap. I can't see that you hexed the Chad, but you did, right?
I did not. If you look at my deck, I have a polychrome Jack of Hearts.
What? So I did get offered. Okay, so it must have changed since I took photograph first, like a fool, because the cards I got when I opened the spectral pack, it didn't offer me any face cards, unfortunately.
No, so I offered
Oh wait,
me...
unless you strength.
I strengthed a 10 of Hearts into a Jack of Hearts.
Oh,
So-
you little rapscallion.
I used the one that gives you an addition, whatever that one's called, on the 10 of Hearts, and then just kept looking for strength and eventually found one about 6 shops later.
Holy crap!
But even then,
Wow.
it
Well
wasn't
done.
that strong because by the time you've got the King of Hearts in glass, the polychrome Jack's basically redundant because you're not playing the polychrome Jack in the first spot with Photo Chad against the King of Hearts.
Right, I see. Yeah. Unless you get like really far DNA bullshit, right?
Yeah. All right, that's one apiece.
Yeah, it's one apiece. Keeping it smart out here.
All right, we'll stick with the
Them on their
gold,
toes.
and you can pick a deck again.
All right, I'll pick something interesting at the least here. Methinks. You know what? To switch it up to the smallest amount, we'll do the abandoned deck.
Oh.
No photo chat. Well, it could still be photo chat technically.
Yeah, Photo Chad
could
and
be.
14 strengths, or 3 families. Right, I have readied.
All right. Good luck, my friend.
You too.
I'll see you at the boss.
Well, so far, just as a side note, hour and a half of playing, no getting kicked out of games because of internet hitches or anything, so that's nice. Got to appreciate that. 300 points, we've got a lot of spades. It looks very straighty, but there's no 8, no 3. So, not getting any straights here. This is not going to win as a straight, as a flush, so let's try and be aggressive about it. It's so close to the straight flush, but it's not. Trip 3s gets us over the line. I entirely forgot it was abandoned deck. And I was like, oh, maybe we'll find a jack. No, can't happen. That's very interesting. I might just commit to that, honestly. What am I going to make, though? Probably 10s? Well, that's one way to find all your 10s. Right, we will do the heart and the club, magician. And then take a spade we don't want, make another heart. And then play 5 of a kind with 3 lucky cards. Okay. Problem is now, I'm unlikely to find all of those 10s again to be so strong in the next round, so I guess we just take a raised fist as insurance. Although raised fist against the hook is actually one of the few that benefits from discarding the trash that you find. I could look for more 10s, but I'm just going to take the gift I'm given. We get $3 back in hands, so it ain't terrible. Oh, I do love the idea of just going all skip throwback, but I also know that giving up 2 shops is a death sentence, so Mega Arcana pack is interesting, but I'm going to hold out for interest. I could play a diamond flush, but I'm not gonna. It's the wrong kind of lucky. I want the cash payout lucky. Oh. Eternal Riffraff is something. This will retrigger that, which for the opening round could be the difference maker. For the opening PvP. You have another death in you. You are $11. I will take the death. These are both perishable, but we have loads of good 10s. And you know what? I'll take the mime. Do I save this for the PvP fight? Great question. Well, I'm gonna, unless we see great stuff in the shop. That's pretty good. Key 2 is shopping. Yeah, it's so nice when the game just gives you quads in the early games. It's like, oh, I don't have to do any thinking. This is great. I still need to work on illuminating back here, because this is illuminating me great. This light illuminates me fantastically, but it looks a little dreary back there, doesn't it? We need a big neon sign of the MLB Balatro but logo or something. That wouldn't be $1 bajillion, would it? But yeah, this with the 10s is very nice. Very fortunate. I would just like one of these 10s to pay out with a cash lucky payout. That would be ideal. If Zeno does those jerseys, get a frame with lights for it. Yeah, I need to redo the ceiling and get like a row of spotlights pointing at the back wall instead of overhead lights that just flatten the light on the top of my head. Right, once again, we have sacrificed most of our economy to try and do interesting things early. And here's the thing, we might win this round because we did interesting things early, but then we might lose long term because we didn't bolster our economy. These are the trickier decisions. Those are kind of like the big meta decisions of the run rather than any individual decision. Holding out for economy or anything else is like the big scary part. He's in the small blind again. He's a good chin wagger, that man. Can't speak today. So if we can play quad 10s, we can play whatever our smallest card is as our 5th card to then get the next one along to raise fist twice. I think I skipped past a gold joker at some point earlier when it was just like way too late to matter. But no, otherwise we haven't seen a lot in like the good strong economy. I guess Rough Gem was an economy joker of sorts, because we got $3 for every hand that opened with a diamond, which was doing like $6 to $9 a round, which was pretty good. That kept us going through the last one. All right, he's shopping again. I wish you could like push a button here and see the replay of what you did in the shop, so you could think about what your opponent might be doing in the shop. Because I always forget about that bit when we get to this point. Still, only 3 lucky 10s. This is 4 lucky 10s. Emperor. That will be 6 10s total. We could get 5 of a kind 10s. It's possible. My hope for 1.1 is a reminder of bosses you've done. It would be a pretty pleasant quality of life feature. Even if you just did run info and then like here, just like bosses. And it would say like first blind, second blind, third blind, fourth. Maybe it like caps out after anti-8, because if you're playing like anti-37 endless mode, the bosses have kind of come and gone by that point. But that would be a nice, reasonably. I'm sure it's something that could be modded in without that much difficulty, but I know nothing about modding, so anytime that I say, oh, I bet that's really simple to mod, I'm sure it's probably not. I keep having thoughts about games I would like to design, and then I remember that I have 0 coding or programming or art or any other kind of experience, and I go, well, they can just sit and stay in my brain then, because I can't take the soup of ideas that's in my brain and make it like I can make a pen and paper version, probably, because it's kind of like a board game that I'd like to prefer to be digital, just because distribution and stuff would be so much easier. But like I could design the whole thing on paper and then make it fun, and then have somebody else do the programming bit for me. But that's like a whole business venture that I am not in the market for. I think it would be fun in PvP if Like, every time you got to the boss blind, it shared the same piece of information about your deck to the enemy and their deck to you. So, like, maybe you get to the boss blind and it goes, your opponent has 17 enhanced cards. And they go, oh, your opponent has 11 enhanced cards. Or your opponent currently has 4 jokers. Just to, like, get little glimpses behind the curtain, but without actually telling you what the build that's going on is. That would just be like a fun bit of miscellaneous spice, I think. Yeah, unfortunately, I work a full-time job Monday to Friday, and then I do YouTube 4 evenings a week and Sundays, and then I have Friday nights and Saturdays to live the rest of my life and hang out with my fiance and stuff. Plus, there's a whole bunch of stuff that needs doing with this house that we've just bought because it's a dump. It's a great dump, but it's a dump. And so that doesn't leave any time for going like, oh, I'm going to learn programming or I'm going to develop game design or anything like that. So, oh, we're back. Hi.
I'm here.
He is here, everybody. Don't panic.
Nothing to worry about.
Well, I haven't seen you play any hands yet, so there might still be something to worry about.
Oh, can't tell yet. Maybe there will be?
Maybe there won't be.
Exactly.
A very unexpected decision has been thrust upon me.
I hate making decisions.
It's strange when you think about games like Balatro as actually just being the case of sitting down and making 135 decisions in a row.
Right. Alright, that's my best. Sorry it took me so long to get here, probably.
You're all good.
Like you said, the decisions, you know. I can tell you.
Let's see how much this cooks then.
Ooh, well done.
Toasty. All right, good luck with your shopping.
Good luck.
Probably not. Probably yes. Also, we got that payout, which I'm super happy about. We are just going to hermit here, obviously, and then we're going to take increased hand size. And I could take an ice cream for $5 for a minute. That'd be fine. Not you. Not you. Probably not you. You do more than this does. Like, this is 40 at most. This is currently 17 with scope to grow, but not going to grow enough, I think. Let's keep our interest high. Am I at all interested in having the world card? I mean, if I have it, I can find other tarot cards faster, so there is that. We get to see 25 more cards. There'll be 6 cards left. We have 6 tens. Oh, well. I guess I shouldn't have worried about it so much. Please excuse my sneezes. Popcorn also kind of makes for a very aggressive round when we get to here. But I will crack these first. Strength. No 10s, amazingly. I guess we do this. This is $8. This is 3 hearts. That's a wild card, but no 10s. That destroys 2. Makes it easier to find our 10s, but we'll do this. And then, do we glass up a 10? Probably, right? Right, that is $24. That actually cost more faster than I thought it was gonna. Let's do that. We'll sell this to get to 20. And then I want to play the lucky cards I have to try and generate more money. Right? That's a start. I'm not going to play regular 5 of a kind, because if I'm going to find the planet card to upgrade, I want Eris, not series. Mash R4, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. +1 hand size is interesting. How much do you got left? 1 round. And that is a boss blind round, so we'll probably keep that. Crack the Celestial. No series. I'm going to skip to keep whatever my tarot card is. What you can do is go collection, tarot cards, fool. It's justice. So having justice is better than having a random planet card that I'm not invested in. Otherwise, I think I'll just keep my interest high. Go into the Puvdepa. And then I would be like reasonably okay if we lost this round. Like, I wouldn't be super surprised because we haven't played very aggressively. He's had more money than us because he had a loss. He's in his big blind. He's shopping now. Yeah, blinds should be over in one hand unless you're very specifically like playing cards to feed them off of Hiker or something. I'm so glad I figured out a long time ago how to keep the fan behind me running but not have you guys hear the noise of it. That would be terrible.
I certainly have something going on. I refuse to acknowledge whether it's good and or bad, though.
Well, I actually have nothing going on, so it's good and bad. God, sometimes I forget just what you're working with Abandoned Deck, and it has so few cards in it. Just every hand that you get just looks really pretty because it's like always two pair or something going on.
I know exactly what you mean. I'm constantly being tempted. Foul Temptress. I have the lower score, so I gotta.
Well, I'm
I have
like,
to go first. As
do
I
I
quit.
do I play fast so that I get to play these lucky cards and try and get money, or do I wait to see if I need to risk more dramatic means? I don't know. Are you going to score 4,000 points? Is my question.
Time will tell.
There's a long hand if it's still scoring. Okay, yeah, that is a hand. I guess I'm doing this then.
Don't do it.
Ah!
Be gentle. Wow.
That's brutal.
Close. So close.
All right, see you soon.
All right. See ya.
Oh, damn. I should have been more considerate about the 3 hands I played first. Not you. Probably not you. We still have, like, nothing going on up here, really. Which is amazing. We got $43. $5. Double my money here is something I could consider doing if I want to really roll deep. Because now we've lost our 1 glass 10 of hearts, which is a tragedy. That was the only way we were even remotely doing well for scoring there. Honestly, give me a temporary riffraff. What am I going to sell? The 2 foods? I thought we might get this when I was looking at the photograph and I was like, maybe I could make it work. But we are just going to aura a 10 of hearts, obviously. It's fine. This is terrible. This is okay if I can make it work. Earn $2 per discard if no discards are used by the end of the round. Oh dear. That's not good. That's really not good. Oh my. Quads helps a tiny bit. And then this is quads again. But this is smaller, but we get 50 chips. So I'm going to trust in this to give me enough points. And then get $4 back. Oh, there's 20 malt, so we're fine. But this is scary. For sure. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I do not love this situation. It must be said. Like, we're not playing Flush 5 anytime soon because we have exactly 5 10 of hearts, which makes that just really difficult. There is that card for Flush 5. I mean, should we just have strong aspirations? Alright, this is going to get weird. This makes that go twice. This makes what I get 4x. So I'm going to sell these 2. Try and find something to keep me alive. The drunkard actually helps quite a lot. Our other options at quads are basically just 10s or anything else that's basic. Do we have all the 8s? We do. So Should I play this? Just as something to play? I need to get through all of my cards, and this hasn't got any 8s or 10s in it. Well, now it's all on the 10s. But we are going to see all the cards in the deck, so there is that too. We can flush 5, or we can just 5 of a kind. We'll play 5 cards, we'll get 5 more. We'll play 5 cards, we'll get 5 more. We're guaranteed to get flush 5 in 10 of hearts. It's just super awkward. Alright, well there it is. With the family going. Hopefully this is fine. Yeah, that helps. That helps a lot. Double interest is interesting to me. Not either of those. Am I going to keep at the interest cap if I'm keeping to the moon? And then we know with this many hands and discards, we can see all the cards and play our big hearts hand. We just know that's going to be exactly what it's worth. I don't even remember how many points we scored in that last round. All of our hearts, all of our 10s are 10s of hearts. Which certainly changes some things in my brain. All right, we've made a decision. Some pivoting hath occurred.
Okay, I have set up so many things, like so much has happened, Gothic. Let me assure you, everything's different now.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't believe.
There are certainly lots of decisions to be made, that's for sure. All right, this is my spiciest meatball.
I think your meatball's gonna be a lot spicier than mine. And it was. I got some money at the end at least.
It's always nice.
Well done.
You too. Okay, things are happening. If first card of round is a single 6, destroy it and create a spectral card. Must have room. It's nice to get rid of the 6s. And we're almost certainly going to see some of them. Let's... Oh, that's interesting as well. We're on 3 lives to 2. This has 3 rounds remaining. So that could be small blind, big blind, boss blind. Or if I skip and skip some more, it could be that, but that's like real dangerous. So let's start here. Do I ever take a double tag? Ever? I mean, I was going to consider skipping. If I'm going to consider skipping, having a double tag is a great time to do it. We already have +1 hand size. That's why there's 9 cards here. One of our 10 of hearts is here. So we would be eliminating our ability to play flush 5 for 9 of some other rank of card. If it's a 2 or a 3, or an 8 or a 9, we get the extra 4 that are currently not drawn here. If it's a it could be a face card, in which case we have 9 of a face card. Could be a very strong pivot. Or I could aura the other 10 of hearts. Is this ever worth doing? This is... Like, would I make this decision if this was round 3 of the quarterfinals of the actual MLB? Would I do this? Oh, it's 9s. I can make some of those 9s into 10s. How many 6s do we still have? 2 now. Okay, so we're not doing this. Keep the drunkard. Raised fist is better because like we didn't get rid of many 2, 3s, 4s. We haven't sold the cola yet. I was like, what's not happened yet? I haven't sold the cola yet. Retrigger or play face cards? Absolutely not. Empress. Yes. Next round. So you have 3 rounds remaining. I could do this. Skip this. Or I could skip them both. And then I could skip this, sell that, skip this. I don't even know what I'm looking for in the spectral packs now, though. Really? Like, what am I looking for? Oh, things that will let me clone more 10s and 9s, that's what. Alright, I'm going to skip this. I'm going to sell this. I'm going to skip this. That is a cryptid. Now we could Ankh. We could sell these 2 and Ankh and hope to get the family. But if we get Lusty, family gets destroyed, game over. So I think we do this. I'm fine with it being lucky instead of Empress. And then I'm not Ouija-ing again, even though we got none of our 9s here. Which is a statistical unlikelihood. We would go down to a 7-card hand, and that sounds like a terrible time. I'm not hexing here, because I would have to sell these and hope that gets hexed, but that's going to be around for another 2, 3 rounds anyway. So that's a damn shame. We took long enough about that he might think that we did the small blind and the big blind. But now we can play quads twice and flush 5 once. So that's big. It's going to be weird going back down to a 9-card hand. The problem with double Ouija is going down to 7 cards makes it really hard to cycle through for what you're looking for without, like, with limiting how many cards you get to move through. And also, we're only going to have the family for another 3 rounds. So if we can win now, it'll go down to 2. We can play one of the small and big blind and then skip again, still have the family. It's tricky times. Tricky times. He's having a big old shopping spree. Oh, big stretch. I might have gotten a little sunburn recently, and now my head looks so red in the camera frame, doesn't it? Like, I look like I'm really angry and on edge, but I'm just sunburnt. Hopefully that eases off before Monday. Yeah, well, scores are close, for sure. Oh, I can see their list of mods from here. That's really interesting. I had never realized that. I mean, today it was like 30 degrees C, and that was too much in this country. What is it right now? Let's find out. 24 at the moment outside, although inside it's going to be way hotter than that. Then tomorrow it gets cooler, and then it's hot again on the weekend. Oh, we're back.
So many decisions, Gothic.
Oh,
so little time.
The way things have changed is absurd.
The world today.
Oh dear. These are unpleasant developments.
I like what I'm hearing.
I don't. Oh, thank God. All right, I get to play a good hand, which is something. Yeah, I was hoping I might get to play like 4 of them.
I don't even have one of those.
Mine's my right hand. All right, I'm just gonna rip what I've got then.
Oh boy. I shall also rip what I have then.
That's a long rip.
I'm actually feeling a little bit okay about it for the first time ever, maybe.
This rip is going on for a phenomenally long period of time.
Okay, I've decided against the rip.
Oh.
A little slightly here. I'm afraid I must milk a little.
I thought you
Try
had
not to do too much.
400 combos triggering to make the hand last forever. It's always scary when your opponent says, I'm sending the hand, and then it goes, plus 4, times 2, times 2, plus 4, plus 4, times 2, times 2, re-trigger. And you're like, when is this hand going to finish scoring?
Okay. I'm feeling a little better now. I may have struck into a little bit of luck.
How much luck?
I'm going to be using the calculate score mod here. I'm sorry.
You're
I know.
good. You're good.
I know. We already agreed upon it. Like it's fine, but I feel like I have to tell you, my dear friend.
Well, how about after the run's over, you can tell me the predicament you were working through.
How many glasses to play, basically.
Oh.
You know the deal.
I don't know anything about having glass.
All right, good luck.
See you shortly. How many glass to play? How many? I got zero glass to play. Buy that, sell it for $1. Buy that. Okay, some glass. Am I going to keep up with the 10s rather than the 9s? I think I kind of have to. We can definitely do this and that. How many 9 of hearts do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4. We might buy this in a second. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That gets us some money. How much am I skipping now? I can do one of these blinds. Although at this point, if he's on super duper freaking glass retriggers, maybe I don't. Although maybe we play this. Double this. Skip this. Skip that. Get 2 Mega Arcana packs. We both have 2 lives. We get nothing out of delayed gratification that way because we don't have any extra rounds to play. Alright, we're getting weird. We're getting weird. Okay, choose 2 is important. Obviously, it's going to be Justice Death here. That's also kind of interesting. But right now, we are going to Justice a 9, obviously. 2 9 of clubs, 2 9 of diamonds. And another one. It's going to be the Fool to get another death. That's going to be really important in a second. And then a star for diamonds. I could make 3 9s into 9s of diamonds. And if I can do it with the glass 9s, that would be great, except I can't do that because there's only 1 9 here. I was thinking about having another Fool, which I don't. Okay, if I'm not doing that, what am I doing? I can create a random Joker. Do I ever sell this to get this to X2? I think I do. So, sell this. See if this has something better, like Bloodstone. It doesn't. Sell that. This goes to X2. If it gets really critical on the end, we could sell that, get that to X3. But finding the glass here is going to be trouble. A bunch of his glass might have broken. Could have happened. But I suspect the correct play was to not skip 4 shops. But if he had the family, he probably doesn't have the family anymore, which puts us up 1 4x multiplier. I also forgot a long time ago that this was rental and it was costing us money every round. But at least it's only the one of them that is impacting us. Alright, I'm gonna blow my nose again. Super intrigued to see what jokers he's working with at this point. He's selecting a blind. Is it the boss blind or the big blind? I have readied. Still on 2 lives. I feel like there should be a little bit of fanfare if your opponent loses a life in a blind, or in a small blind, big blind. But you know, it's not the end of the world. He's still selecting a blind. Maybe he had to use the little boy's room. Perhaps. Really enjoyed your Royal Writ videos. Are you going to play any more runs? I think I probably will for a little bit. Like, it's really hard, especially right now. There's loads of really interesting games that have come out in like the last 2 weeks. And it's kind of this delicate balance between playing new stuff, playing stuff that's getting views like Here's Coming, and playing stuff that I'm enjoying a lot. So I'm trying to spin those plates when there's only so many hours in a day to record and so many eyeballs for watching videos and stuff. But the Royal Writ's been really interesting. I need to understand it a lot better, because right now, like, there's still a lot of the mechanics and stuff that I'm still really fuzzy with, and it's fun to play, but it'll be more fun if I mastered it a bit more.
You got here so fast.
Well, that's what happens when you don't do any of the big blinds and small blinds.
Oh, you got me concerned out here now then.
I mean, I'm concerned, for sure. All right, start with one of these. Oh, mine's way littler than yours.
First time I've heard that.
Classic.
Classic. I got all the jokes.
I used to do stand-up comedy.
No kidding, really?
Yeah, that was like 8 years ago now I last did stand-up, but I did like 40 or 50 5-minute sets in the local area.
Holy crap, wow.
Yeah, between that and the YouTube and the live streaming stuff, it really helps you have a lot more charisma and be able to present in front of people and stuff, that's for sure. All right, we will see how this goes.
Ooh, that's pretty saucy.
That was saucier than I expected it to be.
I may have made a grave error.
Oh no.
We shan't discuss it.
speaking of graves, I've been digging out my new back garden and my new yard. And
you can't just lead with that.
And the amount of random trash I have found in piles buried in the back is phenomenal. I found a whole television. I found more clothes of more varied sizes of human than I care to delve into. I found a bunch of scaffolding. Like, you know, your yard is a decent size when you can find scaffolding hiding in it.
I have, like, for some reason, these enormous tractor tires or something left over way in our backyard.
Close.
But yeah, you realize you dig deep enough and there's a surprising amount of trash out there.
Yeah, you just got to figure out how to get rid of it, because I do not own a car or a truck.
Right. Ooh.
All right.
All right, good luck.
See you soon. Right, chat. We have one round left of the family. So, what do we do? We have $25. What are the skip tags like? Upgrade 5 of a kind by 3 levels. That's pretty good. That would certainly help. Like, we would need to do the same thing with, like, a good 5 of a kind with 2 glass. And that, I think, what we probably do is take the shops and look for glass rather than skipping twice. Because this could be X4 if we don't take anything else, though we'd like to take something else. And just having interest would be nice, and having more shops would be nice. So I think we just have to give up on the family now and hope that the next 2 blinds are kind to us. Speaking of which, we're going to have to find 4 and or 5 of a kind. And I have no idea what this even scores without the glass. So maybe we play the glass? I mean, there's 8 more 9s after this, so 11,000. We probably play the glass. That's not the quads I'm looking for. Give me loads of money. Nope. Oh god. I need a 9 so badly. Thank you. Decisions to make. How many 9s do we put at risk? Like, my brain thinks this will probably be fine. This will definitely be fine. Times 4. Okay, I mean, we could try and do some math here. So, 7, 14, 28, 112, 336. 336 times 60. 336 times 10. Well, this is going to be about 100. 336 times 100. 36,000? That doesn't sound right. I don't know. Nothing broke! Imagine if we just find the family right now. Honestly, +1 hand size to then be able to sell it at a convenient moment is not terrible. Death makes a glass 10. How many glass 10s do we have? 2. Do we hold out for interest again? Probably. We got a big blind to do for 165,000. Yeah, this is actually great to help us move through 5 cards and hold 4 to find a 5th, as it were. How much do I think this is worth? Last time we did 3 glass cards, right? But we've got 3 hearts here, and this is +4 malt. Then we're going to play 3 rent. Do I want to play 3 rent? I kind of don't. And then this gives us 4x malt. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, we need the glass 10s urgently. That's not them. Okay. 18 cards left. We can look at 10 more. Well, if we get flush 5, that would certainly help. 2 10 of hearts left of 13 cards. We got it. I don't know if this wins, but we got something. We have a chance. Dom would be devastated. Family is all that matters. I got a family. You sound like you're describing the game One Man's Trash. I don't know the game One Man's Trash. I do know that I like the sight of a sun card. He's playing the big blind right now. If he loses in the big blind, we win because we have 1 extra life over him. I need to find something better than Stencil. Lovers makes a wild card. That could go for flush 5 on the 9s. Now, do I spend all my money right now? Or do I risk going 1 life to 1 life and holding out for interest? Great question. Well, he has to get through this big blind first, so maybe we stop shopping. And, I mean, if he loses, it's over, and if he wins, we continue, and so... If he loses, it doesn't matter how much money I spend, so that doesn't really matter as much. Boo-da-boo. I can't imagine how many hundreds of hours I've listened to this music now. Because not only is it in all of the demo that I've played, and all of the beta that I played, and all of the game that I've played, and all the videos I've watched, and all the videos I've edited that had this music under it. So much of this music. It's a great bop. For sure. Right, he's still on this big blind. Still thinking about it. Can you imagine if we rolled and we just found the family again? Hell, I'd take the trio. But this can't be the best set of jokers to go into a finale with, right? Oh my god, with the sun? Hold on, with the sun, we could feasibly play a flush house of all glass cards. No, we don't. We broke one of our glass 10s. We could play a flush house with 4 glass cards. All right, he's shopping. He made it. So now we have to think about how much shopping we want to do. Or whether I want... Well, we're going to lose $3. So we're not going to get $4 of interest. He's done it. Plus 12. No. No. This is just terrible stuff. I edited the big, long, complicated edited ones. Howdy.
I'm present. Not happy about it, though.
It's been an interesting time for sure. It's just so tough now thinking about how aggressive do I truly need to be.
Oh, you're gonna have to be so aggressive.
Yeah. Just discard real aggressively.
Your voice, yeah. Your voice told me that you have absolutely no faith in what I said.
No, I have no faith in the 2 jokers I have.
2 Joker. You have 2 Jokers? No way.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you mean 2 useful Jokers?
Ish. Like, if you mean by having 2 useful jokers, you have 2 jokers and then 3 gaps where jokers could go but haven't. Yeah, I've got 2 useful jokers.
Interesting, then. Can't tell if this is what I should do, but it's what I'm gonna do.
Sometimes those are just the only decisions we can make. Oh no. You ever hit that terrible place where you want to play 5 cards, but the 5th card won't score because 4 of a kind is better than a flush?
Oh. On rare occasions.
That's me right now.
I think I'm gonna have to see how you do here.
All right, I think it's going to have to be this then. You got 4 grand in you?
Okay. I hope so. I mean, not my bank account, but let me see.
If I could have played that extra card, if I had splash, everything would have been different.
Flash would have saved the day? I don't believe it.
It would have.
It allowed me to play very conservatively there.
All right. Last
All right,
lives.
1-1. It's all down to this.
It is. See you then.
Good luck.
Okay. Now, here's the really scary part. These blinds are horrendous. 21 malt times 3. Or whatever my base malt is times 4. No. No. Oh, God. Oh! That could win in the most dramatic fashion. So we can't trigger this against the small blind. Then we skip the big blind and guarantee trigger it on the final. And hope we have the hand to work with it. Is all I can do. Which is very scary. Because we have to get through this 200,000 points first. We could play a flush house with a glass card. What glass do we even have left? 1-9, 1-10. Is that it? Gross. I can see 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 of 31 cards over 4 hands. We play 4 hands, then 1 hand on the next, and then this loyalty card procs. If we can beat the small blind, which is a big if. That's another glass 9 that I hadn't really thought about. I'll be honest. We could play like a gross full house that doesn't score very much at all. I can't love as this, and I don't have the ability to convert it into a heart right now. So do I ignore this card to look for the glass 10 of hearts instead? This is very grimy. Or do I look for a 9 and then hope to play the 10s after? Oh, it's so grimy. I hate it so much. We're going to have to play some glass to beat the blind. We don't win this small blind without playing the glass. It's just, how do I do that? Like, if I could draw exactly 2 9s off of these 3 cards and then the 10s thereafter, that would be perfect. But the game ain't that kind. There's only 3 9s left out of 21 cards. Okay. We could play quad 9s compared to 5 of a kind blinds. 120, 60, 712 is a lot of difference. But there's only 4 10 of hearts left in the deck now. So I think I have to do this. And then hope for 10s thereafter and hope it all comes together. But I doubt it, basically. Yeah, it's such an unlikelihood. This does not score 180,000 points. It just doesn't. Unless both the lucky cards proc for 40, but that seems statistically unlikely too. I couldn't get through that small blind.
God, that guy was sweating so bad. I had 32 cards left in the deck. I was down to nothing.
If I had got through that small blind, the loyalty card was going to be primed for the finale. But I just couldn't make it work.
That. So you just took it?
Yeah. It's just been me, Lusty Joker, and Joker Stencil for so long.
That's crazy. I don't know how you did it, honestly, then.
I had the family for ages. That's why I was skipping so much.
Oh, I see. Was it so it was perishable, you mean?
Yeah, so I picked it up after a boss blind, then skipped 2, and then skipped 1, so I had it for 3 fights.
I see.
And I see you've got a glass re-triggering queens, whereas I'm just all 10s and 9s.
Yeah, I picked up a glass red seal queen at some point, and I decided to take Vagabond, and then I just got like back-to-back deaths, and I got so lucky. But then like nothing happened for a while, and they kept breaking, and I was down to very little by the end.
Right, do you fancy...
Kind of worked, but I never found the times mult.
Yeah, like I had the times mult, but I didn't have like the base value to make it work.
I see. I was all base value besides those class, so like most of my jokers weren't great besides Vagabond, honestly.
Between us, we become unbeatable.
There you go. If only we could combine our powers.
Right, you got time for one more, and then I'll probably scooch off?
Yeah. Yeah, one more
Sweet.
sounds great. We'll pretend that last one didn't happen. You want to do gold stick, or going to do something different?
No, we can stick with the gold, because that's where the best practice is had.
Okay. I think you're right, yeah.
As for decks, everybody else, if they get to pick, they always like to pick the one that starts with a hex card.
Okay, Ghost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always think it's Magic deck,
Extra
but
cards
Magic
mean you're
deck's the
gonna
other
start
one.
with Hex.
Yeah, should we try Ghost? Because I know that's popular with a lot of other players.
That sounds good. Sounds good to me.
All right, I shall
Ghost gold.
ready up. I have no idea how many weeks it is until we play each other in actual MLB, because the bracket, the sides are the same
weeks,
again, isn't
right?
it? Is it week 2? Do we arrange it in the
you're so on top
calendar?
of things. Yeah, we already settled our date. I don't know if I remember it off the top of my noodle.
Then that's
though.
probably 2 weeks
The
from.
25th.
I'll do it. Yeah, 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from yesterday. You're so on top of things, it makes me feel ashamed, you know?
I just wanted to like keep things nice and tidy for Zeno's benefit mostly.
I know. He works so hard for everything, right?
He does.
And I feel bad when he has to chase us down just for something as simple as scheduling our first match or something.
Yeah,
But
that's why I was
at
like,
the same time, it's it slips our mind.
yeah, and there's like so many other things going on that are like probably technically more important than playing video games.
True. Very true. All right, my friend, let's get started. Good luck.
You too. Okay, back at it. Kings and nines, but lots of good-looking hearts. 1 heart. 1 more heart. Is this enough? Never know. 304. Good. Interesting things here, for sure. Oh my god. I shouldn't, but I love it so much and I could hex it. Alright, we're playing the flower pot minigame today, everybody. Strap in. So, 2 pairs, full houses. Get ready to hear me say heart, spades, queen, kings, jacks. Or heart, spades, clubs, diamonds over and over and over again. We need the heart and the club. There it is. So let's just think about this. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 times 2 times 6 times 9. 60 times 9 is 510. Plus change. If we're playing full houses, Zany is nice. Magician is nice. Buffoon is interesting. Oh. Oh. I don't think I can do stencil and flower pot. So give me this. And $4 if full house then changes. I can't take both of these. I'm going to take the magician. All diamond cards are debuffed, but they still qualify for flower pot. 98765. with 3 suits represented. Uh, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I need a diamond. Why are all the diamonds in terrible places? Heart, diamond, spade, club. We're fine. I would like to play a full house, though. There are 2 hearts and 2 8s left. Did I say 2 hearts, 2 2s, and 2 8s left? There's the other 2. Thank you for my $4. What hand is next? 4 of a kind, of course it is. I need wild cards. Fast. There's the lovers. I think Wild King makes most sense. Then I'll take an Empress for the base score that I'm going to need. Right, we have a Wild King. So hold the 10s, look for kings. Right, we're doubled up on spades. We need hearts or wild. Wow. Both the queens and both the 10s are still in the deck. Watch me get the 10 of hearts right now. No, but I still don't have it. Queen of Hearts or the Wild King, or if I get the Wild King and I do this, I'm playing trips and that's not good enough. This isn't fun. Oh, we got it. All right. Am I going to make you guys wild as well, given the chance? Probably. So let's do this. We could also play a straight, but the full house is fine. Spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds. Poker hand of high card. Could get some money out of that. Photograph. You gotta do it, right? You gotta do it. No Wild King here, but we have a Lover's card. Now, obviously, glass would be amazing. Death would be nice. But right now, we have to get our base engine going. And to do that, this is how we're doing it. Right, play high card as many times as we can. All the 10s are amazing. Do we hold the 5 of hearts? Sure. There's $4. Okay, we have a full house, 10s full of 5s. I don't know if that scores enough. Because we've got no enhancements and no face card. I don't know what I just scored. I should pay more attention to what I score in the small blinds and stuff, really. I really, really, really should. I might actually just discard 4 cards. Okay, now we're gravy because we have spade, heart, club, diamond. We can play high card twice. High card with a lucky card that gives me $20. Denied. Full house. Doesn't matter that the kings are at the front or the back, but I'll do good practice and do it this way. Okay. Flush. I'll tell you now, I'm not playing flushes. Overstock would be nice. Mega Standard Pack could have wild cards in it, but I don't think I'm doing that. Am I just holding out for cash for after this? I don't want to, like, this would be more money, but I need to keep the face cards over other things. He's shopping. This will be around for one more round after this. It might come back to high card or 2 pair or something that I can actually use. Overstock is an interesting idea because then we get to see 50% more shop, which gives us every chance to find Hanging Chad in the future. Alright, I convinced myself. Gotta love a photo. Even Steven! No! We want smiley face, really. Alright, he's playing a big blind. We are ready. I'm not expecting to win this one. We've gone very strong on Flower Pot in lieu of being strong elsewhere, which is probably a mistake, given that we could have had a photograph and a glass face card by now if we didn't do this. But, you know, maybe we win the first 2 and then we've got some breathing room for the last 2. You never know. And again, 3 hours, not a single hiccup in the stream, which I'm so happy to see. The problem is, if it's fixed, I can't know it's fixed because the only way to see it fail is for it to fail. I can't know that it's fixed by it working unless I get like a sample size of like 100 hours, and then even then I wouldn't necessarily be super confident. With the shiny flower pot. They need a Balatro merchandise vase just of the flower pot. It'd be fun to cosplay as this exact Jimbo and have Polaroids taken of you for it and then hand them out. Or like go to Comic-Con and try and collect people cosplaying Jokers that would allow you to score the highest scoring hand. I can imagine that as like a Comic-Con scavenger hunt or Comic-Con bingo. Right, he's doing some shopping. We've got 50% more Jokers than we used last time, pretty much. There's every chance this will generate some money for us later. If we had 3 wild cards, there'd be a chance we could play a flush and get money out of this, but right now, not so much. That ain't working for us this way. Polychrome flower pot equals photosynthesis. I think you're right.
Oh, those decisions.
They never end. There's always just more of them.
Seriously. Someday someone's gonna step up to him.
And yet here I am. More decisions.
Not gonna lie, I don't have much here. I'm in survival mode.
Yeah, I don't have
bit.
tons. My to-do list is not being my friend.
Yeah, I'm gambling with that too. I did drop a life as well.
Oh,
I don't know
damn.
how you managed not to.
You will learn when we compare things. You'll hear the story of my early blinds and how I managed to save myself. Because I'm sure it's quite the tale.
I feel like there's something in my mind that just gives up so quick. Like, I don't think I'm gonna beat this one. I'll send you everything I got, which is just this.
I mean, I have a very particular
I'll let you decide.
card I need to draw to make this work. It's just trying to decide how many other cards to play as effective discards for things, you know?
Hmm.
All right.
Playing any other good games lately?
Oh, tons. Like an absurd amount.
hear.
Shroom and Gloom, the demo.
Oh, yo, I love that one, actually. Just the demo, right?
Yeah, that boss fight at the end is absurd.
Yeah.
All right, I think I got you with my draw.
No way.
Oh!
Oh! Well done.
That is the best noise we can both make when playing this game. All right.
All right.
I'll see you in,
soon.
yep. Cash out. Hello, Faith. How you doing? We are playing the flower pot game. It's my favorite. I'm like the only flower pot stan in the history of the universe, I swear. Let's do this. That's interesting. Right, I'm not skipping. What are you on? Straights. There would be a chance, but it's a real low chance. We have Wild King, Wild Queen. All right, we are going to spend some ramen. Spade, heart, club, diamond. Suffices. Nothing out of to-do list. We can sell it and go over an interest barrier. Those are the little decisions that add up. Okay, smiley. Oh, lovers. Yes, smiley face. Possibly. Mega Arcana pack. I'd love it, but that is too much money. Lovers is too important not to take. Smiley face for 5 rounds. Scores on my Wild King, Wild Queen. The odds are I'm not playing an all face card thing, but then photograph is worth more. At least on that first one. No, I'm gonna do this. Okay. There's glass here, which is interesting. There's the Fool here, which is interesting. I probably need to lean into some glass at some point, right? So how about a glass Jack of Spades? Well, no. We already have a Wild Queen. So maybe a glass Queen. And then another Justice. All right, we are out of money. No mini games to play. We need a Jack of Spades or any of our big wild card pairings. Although we do have a Lover's card for emergencies, I would say, right now. I would prefer to play the 8, but I need to cycle through cards more importantly right now. If I got an ace or a 9, I could play the straight. Because this acts as my diamond here. There's the 9. So diamond, spade, heart, club, 5th card. Save justice, save lovers. Hope this scores enough points, which I'm not certain it does, actually. Okay, we're fine, but not for long. Oh, hello. Hello. Alright, that's a must take. I think Flower Pot is less stressful than Loyalty Card minigame. Loyalty Card minigame is just like everything has to go so perfect. Faith, I've just looked over and seen the emote you sent over on Twitch rather than inside OBS, where it's massive, and I'm like, oh, that is a face. That is a face I have once made. He's now in the big blind, so we just need a big 4-suit hand on the last hand of the round with some glass in it. Is that so much to ask? We have a glass queen of hearts, a wild queen. We can make one more glass card and another wild card. So it could be big. It might be really small. I'm scared about how close we were to that big blind for like 5,600 points against 4,800 needed. Because the problem is we basically just commit to one big hand at the end, which is fine when we're using Dusk. When Dusk's in play, that's like totally adequate. So fingers crossed. Right, he's shopping. I'm sure he has just seen Dusk as well. King Joker, this is a mod. This is the Balatro multiplayer mod. Or Balatro PvP mod. I can't remember what it's called. There is a chat. Are we back? Chat.
Oh no! We got DC'd, right?
I
yeah,
did.
Looks like we got DC'd.
It finally happened. I thought we were smooth sailing for over 3 hours. I was like, maybe I'm going to be okay. But no,
Yeah, they're doing pretty good.
This undiagnosed problem remains undiagnosed, which is terrifying because I don't want to be a burden to all the other players in PvP.
Aw. You're going to have to play via McDonald's Wi-Fi.
I just don't like...
Does Nando's have Wi-Fi?
I have no idea. All right, well, I think we'll probably call that there then rather than starting up a fresh one. But I had...
Don't press the luck, right?
Yeah, right. I had Polychrome Flower Pot to get me through the early game.
I sat there for so long thinking about that. I sat there for so long, and I ended up not doing it.
Yeah, I was on the Polychrome Flower Pot minigame, and it was working. But whether it would continue to work, who knows?
Really? Good God. I wasn't brave enough for it, is what I would describe. I ended up selling the hex buff just to grab a magician from that. I think it was the first shop at the end of the day.
So I also had a wild king, a wild queen, a glass king, a glass queen, a lover's card, and a justice card.
Pretty sure you would have dunked on me because all I had was a bunch of magicians, and I was gonna lose the blind if I didn't get any of the lucky triggers 100% of the time.
All right, well, I'm gonna go.
I had to get it.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go sulk about this disconnection issue, but thank you for the games. I really appreciate it.
No, thank you. Yeah, I really needed it, so I do appreciate it. And yeah, feel free to just like at me at any time, even if it's just like spur of the moment. Don't be afraid to let me know if you're ready down for some games.
All right, will do. For now, you have a good rest of your afternoon/evening.
All right, you too, Gothic. Good night.
All right, good night. All right, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I got too smug. I was like, oh yeah, we're not having any disconnection issues. It's been 3 hours. 3 hours, 15 minutes later. Disconnection issue. It would be so much better if I had any idea why it did that. But I don't. And that is the really, really frustrating thing. That was straight connection rather than game, though. Yeah, so the problem is, so what happens from my end is OBS disconnects, drops some frames. My streams are still up, so neither of the streams of myself that I'm viewing crashed. And then I get kicked out of the PvP server and I can't reconnect to the PvP server once I'm disconnected. So that's the problem. See, I'm watching my Twitch stream. Oh, I might be... Yeah, I've got my Twitch stream up on the other monitor and it didn't disconnect for me, which I don't understand. I would expect it to like bug out and have to refresh it to continue. But something's up and I don't know what, and I hate it. But for now, guys, that is going to be the game. I will send you over to Haelian since he was such a wonderful, gracious opponent. If I can figure out how all of this back-end Twitch stuff works, because honestly, I'm still a really bad streamer. So... Twitchers will raid over to Haelian. YouTubers, we will say goodbye. Thank you guys ever so much for hanging out. Be well and look out for MLB games next week. We got Nito on Monday. Cheers, guys.